Good afternoon, students. Myself, Dr. Radhika Gulab from Pathology Department, AKHMC, Arekata. Today, I am going to discuss about one important clinical pathology that is about leukocytosis. My dear students, have you ever seen the report of CBC count? Why it is advised? Now, this question comes, the answer of this question is when there is delay of diagnosis or whenever there is delay of recovery and whenever the physician want to confirm the diagnosis, this CBC count is advised. A very important entity in the CBC count is leukocyte count, that is WBC count. Today we are going to discuss about the importance of WBC count, that is differential count of leukocytes, and it is related with the various pathological conditions. Before going with that discussion, we are going to revise the practical of WBC count. You have already performed this practical in first year, and you can find out the procedure of this practical on Google also. Now today, just we revise this practical in short. The name of practical is examination of peripheral blood smear of differential leukocyte count. The instruments we needed for this practical are clean slides, Leishman stain, then water, clean water, microscope with oil emulsion lens. Now procedure, you have to take two grease-free slides. By taking all aseptic precautions, you have to prick a finger of your, that is a ring finger, and take a clean slide, plus a drop of blood at the corner of slide, and take another slide, hold it at 45 degree to the previous slide, touch one side of the slide on the drop so that the drop will spread all over the edge of that inclined slide. Now take uniform tongue shape smear, allow the slide to dry, and you have to place or add 3 to 4 drops of Leishman stain over the slide, over that smear, and then add equal amount of distilled water on it. Then do not let the preparation which is made on the slide get wash off. Wait for 10 minutes. This wetting is for fixing the smear. Now allow the smear to dry, and then you have to wash the smear under oil emulsion lens, that is by 100x objective. Now we will discuss about the differential leukocytes, that is how many types of leukocytes are there, that is neutrophils, basophils, eosinophils, lymphocytes and monocytes. Now neutrophils they are having multi-lobe nucleus. The cell diameter is 12 to 15 μm. The normal percentage is between 40 to 75, and absolute count per mu L is 2000 to 7500. Then lymphocytes they are the small and large lymphocytes. Large nucleus gets surrounded with the whole cell, it get filled with the nucleus. The nucleus is very large. The normal percentage is 20 to 40 percentage, and absolute count is 1500 to 4000. Then monocytes, large lobulated nucleus. The normal percentage is 2 to 10, and absolute count is 200 to in between 200 to 800. The size cell diameter is 12 to 20 μm. Then eosinophils, bilobe nucleus. The cell diameter is 12 to 15 μm. The normal percentage is in between 1 to 6%, and absolute count is 40 to 400, in between 40 to 400. Then basophils, the cell diameter is 12 to 15 μm. They are bilobed. The nucleus is bilobed. The normal percentage is 0 to 1, and absolute count per mu L is 10 to, it is in between 10 to 100. Now we are going to discuss about the neutrophilic leukocytosis. We call it as neutrophilia. Also it is called as polymorphonuclear leukocytosis. Very important count and very important for your clinical pathology, that is in theory as well as in practical. Now The criteria for acute infections, that is, these infections may be due to bacteria, fungi, then parasites and viruses. This neutrophilia, it is, we will see this neutrophilia on account of streptococcal leukocytosis, staphylococcal leukocytosis, pneumococcal leukocytosis. Now, the conditions for this neutrophilic leukocytosis in acute infections, that is pneumonia, pneumococcal leukocytosis, acute appendicitis, osteomyelitis, boils, then carbuncles, abscesses, lower urinary tract infections. These are all are in account of staphylococcal leukocytosis. Then upper respiratory tract infections, that is streptococcal leukocytosis, that is acute tonsillitis, pharyngitis, acute bronchitis. Then viral infections, poliomyelitis. So all these infections, they are the criteria related with acute infections. Then intoxications, uremia, diabetic ketoacidosis, poisoning and eclampsia. Then inflammations from tissue damage, that is during burns, ischemic necrosis, gout and hypersensitivity. Then acute hemorrhages, that is hemolysis, external or internal. Then neoplastic conditions, myeloid leukemia, polycythemia vera, and miscellaneous conditions like in corticosteroid administrations there is leukocytosis, that is neutrophilic leukocytosis. Now neutropenia, the conditions for neutropenia, the infections. What is neutropenia? Decrease in count of neutrophils. The infections like typhoid, measles, kala azar and miliary tuberculosis, drugs and chemicals, antimetabolites, then benzene and irradiation. Hematological and other conditions like aplastic anemia, pernicious anemia, systemic lupus erythematosus, this is autoimmune condition, then cachexia, generalized cachexia, and during anaphylactic shock there is neutropenia, that is decrease the amount of neutrophils. Now the second condition, second important entity is lymphocytes. Now lymphocytosis, that is increase in amount of lymphocytes, the infections like pertussis, infectious mononucleosis, viral hepatitis, certain chronic conditions like tuberculosis, brucellosis and secondary syphilis. Some hemopoietic diseases like chronic lymphoid leukemia. These are the conditions for lymphocytosis. Now the conditions for lymphopenia, aplastic anemia, high doses of steroids, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, Hodgkin's disease and irradiation. Now third entity is about monocytes, monocytosis, that is increase in amount of monocytes, certain bacterial infections like tuberculosis, syphilis, then protozoal infections like malaria, kala azar, hemopoietic conditions like leukemia, Hodgkin's disease and multiple myeloma, other conditions sarcoidosis, cancer of ovary, cancer of breast and cancer of stomach. Then the fourth condition is eosinophilic count, that is eosinophilia, increase in amount of eosinophils, bronchial asthma, urticaria, hay fever, then during drug hypersensitivity, certain parasitic infections like hookworm infestation, then roundworm infestation, tapeworm infestations, then various dermatitis, then chronic myeloid leukemia, Hodgkin's diseases, pernicious anemia, rheumatoid arthritis and polyarteritis nodosa. These last two are autoimmune conditions. Then eosinopenia, that is decrease in amount of eosinophils during steroidal administration. Then last condition is about basophils, that is basophilia, that is increase in amount of basophils, chronic myeloid leukemia, polycythemia vera, myxedema, that is hypothyroidism, then ulcerative colitis, Hodgkin's disease and urticaria pigmentosa. These are the conditions for basophilia. So today we discussed about various conditions, various diseases in relation with leukocytosis. Very important topic in clinical pathology also, that is in practicals and also in theory. So next practical we are going to discuss next time is about total leukocyte count. Thank you.